Hi, welcome to Mrs. L's Leveled Learning. I'm Melanie Likowski. Leveled learning means that the resources and information here focus on differentiation. That means modifying your grade level content standards in order to meet your higher and lower students. If you're an elementary or middle school teacher, I can imagine that you've struggled to meet the needs of all the students in your room. It can be overwhelming to look at all those little faces and think of all the planning that you need to do in order to reach all of them. Differentiation can be simple and more effective when you find a way to make it streamlined. You're more likely to implement it consistently if it's manageable for you, and this will have the biggest impact on your students' growth. It's my goal to show you how to do that. The resources you will find here below are already done for you. Things like proficiency scales that are based on Marzano's taxonomy and framework. Take every single Common Core standard for math or language arts, grades 1st through 8, and create an outline of differentiation based on the 4 levels of difficulty that Marzano suggests. Level 4 is always an advanced knowledge of the skill. Level 3 is always grade level expectations. Level 2 is previous grade level content, new vocabulary. And level 1 is often sub-skills or even lower background knowledge that will help support your students to get started making connections with the standard. The levels of proficiency scales and the levels of Marzano's taxonomy are definitely aligned, but don't perfectly cross over. Not every standard that you have will be a level 3 for analysis, even though it may be in that level 3 category. They mean slightly different things, but I employ both methods in an integrated way to make sure that as each scale is created from levels 1 through 4, that the content is related from easiest to hardest. You will also find assessments that offer concrete and objective ways to identify what level your students have mastered. The proficiency scales are embedded within each assessment, so there's a clear connection between your learning target and your student success criteria. These assessments can help you to modify your lessons and assignments, document student growth, facilitate students' reflection and self-assessment, and communicate student performance to families and administrators for conferences. Assessments and proficiency scales can be found for grades 1 through 8 in language arts and math. As standards continue to change, it will become even more essential that all teachers learn to differentiate on their own. We have complex populations and communities, diversity in terms of cognitive abilities, social exposures, disabilities, giftedness, and we are seeing all of these things in every classroom all the time. The links below will guide you to some simple resources to help you get started differentiating on your own. Every resource here is based on research as well as my own experience teaching reading intervention, regular grades, 1st through 5th, middle school math and science, as well as gifted resource. Creating proficiency scales and assessments for so many grade levels and subject areas, you could say I've had a lot of practice. And all this experience has enabled me to find a streamlined approach to differentiation that is simple, manageable, repeatable, and something that you can apply to any subject area. I hope that this video helps you to get acquainted quickly and find exactly what you need. Feel free to contact me by following the links below with questions, suggestions, feedback, school site licenses, or professional development consultation. I'm looking forward to working together.